Good evening, ladies, as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with some more Hearthstone Arena. I can actually play any of these classes, but I've got this lingering warrior quest. Let's grab warrior. Alright, so we're starting off with a pretty mediocre rare pick here. I'm going to go for the Little Exorcist. 3 mana, 2/3 for taunt is bad, but if you can get it to pop once, it's actually playable. Undertaker is, of course, just destroying ranked and making everyone really angry, but in Arena, I don't find it to be that great. I'm going to grab Cruel Taskmaster, who is fantastic. Stalker is awesome. Oh man, now these are all really good commons. I'm going to grab Slam. I think removal's important, and of course, the card draw attached is pretty nice as well. Here we're going to get a generic 2-mana minion. What do you prefer, a 2/3 or a 3/2? I'm going to grab the 3/2, because even though it dies more easily, it trades up more easily, and I find that I value that. Oh my gosh, everything here is so good, I would have taken any of these over this Raptor. Oh, frick. So, the Weaponsmith has the smallest body, but that weapon can catch you back up. However, if the weapon doesn't get good value, I'm just going to regret that it wasn't one of these others who every single time. I'll take the Weaponsmith, but man, it's a tough one. The Reckless Rocketeer can be nice, actually, for adding some endgame burn potential to the deck, but I'm going to grab Leper Gnome because that does some of the same thing and also gives me a 1-drop. Alright, we have a legendary, unplayable, absolute trash, decent, and then what's this? All minions have 50%. Hey, this thing. Well, yeah, let's just do it because it's new and it's fun, and my friend Dan said it was actually alright. Let's see here. Dancing Swords to fit the curve, or this because it doesn't give the opponent a card. Alright, we'll do this, but I'm not that jazzed about it. I need some bigger things. Here we go. Some card draw. It's great. Taunt. Alright, I'll take it. Death's Bite is phenomenal. Whirlwind I find I often wish I had, but this has a Whirlwind, sort of, and it's also a weapon. This is an Acolyte of Pain. Good commentary. Alright, we have 3 good comments again. Man, that's just too bad I have to pass one, but I'm going to take Fiery War Axe because Fiery War Axe is Fiery War Axe. Kor'kron Elite I really love. Adds burn, adds removal, it's great. Only playable card. Well, the Shield Bearer is playable, but the Warsong Commander is the best card there. So now I have to decide, do I take the best card here, which is a 2-drop, which I already have a lot of, or a sort of mediocre 3-drop. This Flying Machine has actually been okay. Rifleman can actually be okay. How much do I care about curve? I have 1, 2, 3, 4 2-drops. 5 if you count the Axe. The Axe can be used later, Slam can be used later. Cruel Taskmaster can be used later. In fact, is better to be used later. This can be used later as well for some stealth damage. Okay, I think I'm just going to take the best card. Alright, this is a tricky pick. Man, lots of tricky picks in this run. So I could use some more endgame beef right now. I just have really only one big card. This has a 4-mana creature's stats and it just costs 5 mana. So the Fen Creeper seems tempting for that, but this gives me some more removal and reach. And then, of course, this gives me some board clear, which I currently don't have much of. I have the Death's Bite. And that's it for board clear, if we're talking about mass damage. Jeez. More reach, more defense, more board clear. What does this deck need the most? Oh man, it's tough. I'm gonna trust my instincts and take the Taunter, but I don't know. That could have easily been a bad choice. Alright, this thing is a terrible card. So we can take the Panda. Do I have any synergy? No. Yes. Kind of. Not really. No. Maybe. You could actually do this. Perhaps with this, perhaps with that, perhaps with that. Okay. I actually have some Panda synergy. Do I have any Death Rattle? So I got that, which is cool. And unfortunately, it's only a minion, right? Yeah, unfortunately, that's the only one. So we're going to take the Panda. Alright. Pyromancer could actually be useful as a board clear, which I currently don't have. I could take another Drake for some more card draw and spell damage. Man, I kind of think I gotta take this just so I have some way of clearing out the board. I could then do like, well, not much. I don't have actually that many spells. Jeez, I actually have almost no spells. What the heck? I have a Slam. So I think I would have taken Pyromancer here if I had more than one spell. So instead we're gonna take the Azure Drake. I don't need more card draw. I'm feeling actually pretty good with the 2 Drakes and the Slam. So the Wolf Rider or the Kor'kron is the choice. Kor'kron, for 1 extra mana, you get 3 extra stats, which is a pretty good deal. But the Wolf Rider is cheaper. Comes down earlier. I will take the Wolf Rider. Okay, I don't want any of these, actually. I wish I could take a Yeti or an Ogre from a pack I, passed on earlier. I don't need a second Warsong. And this thing, I don't know how many mechs I have. Let's check. Max. No, no max. So it's just a 2-3 for 2. And this thing, I already got one. I don't know how much synergy it really has. I can give this charge. I can give this charge. That's kind of cool. And then pretty much all my things get charge. Alright, fine, we'll take it. Okay, so Cleave is sort of the obvious choice here because it gives me some mass removal, but the Stormwind's tempting just as an endgame card. Now we'll take the Cleave. And here, I'm going to actually take the 1-drop and more damage or a spare part. Let's go for this. Ogre. Oh, Ogre. Perfect. Alright, Ogre, your Warmaul sucks, but you yourself are okay. Okay, so I'm going to try this Warbot. We'll see if it's any good. So we have some interesting options here. Hearthstone Mechano is solid, and I'm just inclined to take that without thinking about anything else. Bouncing Blade, let me see if I have any synergy here. I mean, you can do crazy things with it in Constructed, but I don't have Commanding Shout to combo with this, and it just might kill my own thing. I can enrage this guy. Yeah, I'm not sure what I could really do with that here. This guy, what do I have? I need 1 toughness dudes, because people keep pulling off that combo against me. Okay, Acolyte of Pain, that's a really good combo, actually. And, of course, the Warbot. But that's it, so it's just 2 cards, so we're going to go for Hearthstone Mechano there. Alright, a second Warbot. I really don't have any buffs in this deck, and I have enough 5s and 6s, I think. So it's a question of whether I want another 1-drop or some buffs, because bad buffs are better than no buffs. I will take the buffs. Well, I have another option for Warbot. The Tinkertown Technician, I don't want any more 3-drops, that's for sure. So another Warbot and another Slam. Let's take the Slam for some more removal. And here we get a really good 4-drop. I love this guy a lot. The other stuff is pretty mediocre. Okay, so this deck I think is actually not that great. The individual card quality is okay. There weren't really any awful picks. I haven't had to play with anything super terrible, but... And I do have some end games, so I could win games by playing big minions, but it's really lacking for removal. It's got a Fiery War Axe, some Slams, a Cleave, and a Deathbite, and I guess a Wrathy Weaponsmith, but that's about it. I didn't get any executes, passed on a Whirlwind because I took Deathbite. I never saw any heroic strikes. I mean, there's just a lack here. Okay, so pretty easy mulligan choice. Just send those back. Alright, so I could play Leper Gnome on turn 1 against a mage. It means that on turn 2, if she pings it, that's a good thing if she was going to play something else. It's a bad thing if she was stuck for things to do anyway. So what I'm actually going to do is play the Raptor with the coin, because I can play this next turn, and then I'm not, wasting anything. It's decent to play 2 2-drops in a row, and then the Leper Gnome I can play later. It might just be pay 1 mana and she takes 2 damage. Alright, so this is actually interesting. I could use my Berserker, but what I'm actually going to do is Slam instead. Get a card, kill this. Now, she can, of course, ping it, but there's 2 good things about that are good for me. Number 1, she's spending her entire 3rd turn, and number 2, I'm already went up a card with Slam drawing a card and this guy living. So now we're just equal, and so I'm basically getting a tempo lead with this. Okay, Warsong Commander is a decent play here. I can play the Korokron next turn, which would have charged anyway, or I can do some interesting combo plays like Fiery War Axe and a charging Leper Gnome. Soot Spewer. Well, I think for this, the most sensible thing is Fiery War Axe. And I could actually give this thing... Oh, wait, is there a bug? This thing is supposed to have charge, but there might be a bug. Someone was saying there was a bug with these minions should get charged, but they don't anymore because of a bug. Well, let's find out, actually, if that's the case. Because right now, it's not a particularly sensitive situation. Yeah, it didn't get charged. Okay, so it used to be that this would get charged. I believe someone said that Blizzard has announced that this is actually a bug. I don't know. I mean, I guess Battle Cries should trigger first, so maybe that's why it doesn't get charged off of the Warsong. Hard to say. Hard to say. Alright, Cruel Taskmaster would be pretty good here. Don't find it. But Acolyte of Pain, well, let's think about this. So what I could do is I could play the Fen Creeper. It'll die to the Vengeful Mercenary, but it will have charge, and I can just hit her for like 7 plus 3 is 10 damage. And then the Venchko has to kill the Fen Creeper, and she can't play minions. But if she has Fireball for this, the Venchko could kill something else. Whereas if I just kill this thing now, then I'm in better shape. Yeah, let's just kill that now. I can kill it without having to lose any card advantage. So we'll use the Acolyte, run in, get a card, Warbot, okay, cool. Finish it off, and now I can play the Warbot and the Leper Gnome, or just the Berserker. Well, let's go for 2 rather than 1, huh? So they'll all have charge. This Warsong Commander being pretty excellent. I haven't actually dealt that much damage to her. She's still at a very high life total, but I think it's a pretty good start. She's got 6 cards to my 6 plus a weapon. She is going to ping this, so no 6-drop for her here, which is good, because I can't really deal with most big 6-drops. Clockwork Gnomes, not a big deal. In fact, it's a good fodder for my Warbot. Ship's Cannon will die to my Fiery War Axe. Okay, everything's looking pretty solid. Alright, so how do we do this? I could play just the Fen Creeper or the Korkron and the Berserker. Now, the problem with that, of course, is then everything dies to Flame Strike. So let's be a little bit cautious. Let's play the Fen Creeper, which survives Flame Strike. And let's kill that guy like so. This guy like so. And hit her in the face like so. So now she can ping this off. But then my Warsong is still alive, and she has no good reason to use Flame Strike here. What I really hope she did not get is Emergency Coolant, because that would suck. Okay, so no Flame Strike. Let's see what she's got for 5 mana. Ancient Mage is a pretty mediocre move here. Is she going to give it Taunt with the Rusty Horn? She's going to give it Stealth. That's one of the weirdest plays I've ever seen. So she got a bad spare part, which is lucky for me, but, I mean, she really could have done more. With this, I might actually be able to win the game if I get enough Wind Fury. This thing has charge himself. Alright, let's go for it. So do I play the Wolf Rider or the Berserker? Berserker survives against ping, but it doesn't use up as much mana, but I don't really need the extra mana. Alright, we're going to do the Berserker. Let's play Enhancio Meccano, see what happens. Alright, we got a Taunt, a duplicate Taunt. So only 1 Wind Fury, unfortunately. So no kill here. Wait, what? Oh, this got Divine Shield, so nobody got Wind Fury. That is really too bad. A couple of Wind Furies would have won me the game on the spot. Well, let's see. She can play Flame Strike. It will kill this and this. This will live, though. It'll have to die to the Ancient Mage, and this will live, thanks to Divine Shield. And then I can kill her with my Chargers. Okay, so that actually worked out pretty well. Weird play by my opponent, though, with this and giving it Stealth, and not really doing much all game. But whatever. So we get to win now with some charged creatures. La-di-da. Warsong Commander, when not removed, and you have a deck full of cheap stuff, works wonders. Good game. And I finally get to finish this quest that I had 1 win remaining on. Amusingly, I don't think I'm actually going to finish this Cast 40 Spells quest in this run. Because I have, like, what, a Cleave and 2 Slams? Do I even have anything besides that? I honestly don't think I do. I think it's just a Cleave and 2 Slams. Maybe one other thing I forgot. Didn't take charge, yeah, it's just those. Okay, that was a good game, but I don't think it really tested this deck. That opponent didn't play terribly, apart from the giving your Ancient Mage Stealth. But she really didn't do anything except for play a Flame Strike. She had no Fireballs, Polymorphs, Frostbolts, Flame Cannons, or anything. Alright, Zorzo the Hunter is our opponent here. It's a pretty weak hand here that I have. Gotta keep the Taskmaster. It's good for like web spinners and, you know, other 1-toughness minions. Got a little Exorcist, so hoping to see something to help buff it up. Warbot is a really, really nice 1-drop here. I'm actually kind of happy I drafted it because it gives me a 1-drop. And I could do wacky things. I could actually Cruel Taskmaster it to give it like, make it a 5/2 and hit him in the face for a lot of damage. And then of course Explosive Trap ruins my day. I don't know. Probably will not be doing that. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's just play the Stalker and hit him in the face. So this will survive Explosive Trap. Now I've got some options. I might play this if he plays Death Rattle. Might play this if I need to kill something. Might even play this. We'll see. Alright, here's a 3-drop. Hopefully it has 3 or less health. It is an Eaglehorn Bow, which definitely does not satisfy my requirements at all. Crap. Well, let's just play the Wolf Rider then, I guess. So he's just going up a card here. He spent a coin to get his Fiery War Axe out, but Fiery War Axe is that good that spending an extra mana for it, it's still a really great card. Ouch. Yeah, everything I have dies to that thing unless he plays something with Death Rattle. Then this thing just barely survives. So here's the Companion. Gets the Leok, which is probably the worst one at this point. Doesn't have Death Rattle. Oh, Death's Bite actually looks good. Let's do it. So we'll kill the Leok. It does mean that my Wolf Rider is on death's door here. If if the Death's Bite dies, the Wolf Rider will die. So if he plays an Ooze here and blows this up, my Wolf Rider will die with it, which would be pretty devastating. Alright, luckily it doesn't happen. Unfortunately, this is a pretty good answer because if I kill it with Death's Bite, then my Wolf Rider is going to die, and it doesn't have Death Rattle for that to be any good. Okay, here's how we're gonna. Well, actually, I can hit him in the face. I can go for a blowout victory here. What is this? 7 down to 11. Nah, that's risky. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna hit him, and then ping him, and then Little Exorcist. So you might say, Boris, why don't you just hit him in the face with Death's Bite? That would have also killed the Gnomish Inventor. But I wanted to get more creatures on the table here, and I wanted to hang on to this in case I need to kill something with it later. A multi-shot here would pretty much win him the game because I don't have anything to rebuild with, and then these creatures would both die. Could definitely be in trouble if he clears my board right now. Explosive shot would also screw things up, and yep, there's the multi-shot. So now I'm in a lot of trouble unless I top deck something good. Even has one of these guys. Zero Drake, actually a really good top deck. Gives me a card, gives me a solid body. Alright, I'll take it. And that guy's good too. I messed up. I should have hit him in the face and killed off this Clockwork Gnome first. Alright, we'll take a little chance here. If he plays a Dark Iron Dwarf or something and buffs this up to kill my Drake, that's going to be a total tragedy. But on the other hand, leaving this here makes cleave possible, and I might be able to use this against something else that he plays and kill it, so it might inhibit him from playing things like a Chillwind Yeti. Well, probably really should have just hit him in the face and killed this thing. But since I played this first, I don't want to damage it uselessly. I'd rather, wait for a better opportunity. When you're behind, take risks, and I'm taking a risk here by letting this creature stay alive. Alright, so let's see what he's got. If he's got a good buff, or even like an Arcane Shot, damage in, or yeah, I should have killed this. Even after playing this, I probably should have just hit him in the face and killed his Clockwork Gnome. I really wish he hadn't had this. Multi-shot was a really good turn. He didn't need to have a 1-mana minion after that too. Okay, so he runs in, so I guess he does have the kill. Or maybe he's searching for emergency coolant, or freezing coolant, or whatever it's called. He's going to Cobra Shot. Okay, so had I made the mistake of hitting him in the face after playing that Drake, Cobra Shot would have still killed me, but if I had played correctly, then I could have survived a Cobra Shot. So if I lose this game, it'll be because I screwed up, and I should have hit him in the face first, taken him down to 14, killed the Gnome, and then played the Zero Drake. I was thinking, oh, always draw cards first, but there are exceptions to everything. And that was one of them. Man, this Death Rattle being really double-edged this game. Unfortunately for me. So he has 7 cards. I mean, any big creature would screw me up. That will do it. That'll really screw me up. He's going to give a taunt. Actually, hold on a minute. I could hit it with the weapon and cleave. Probably going to do that. How often do you get a chance to take out a high main without suffering horrendously? So that. Cleave. Play this, and this, and this, and hit him in the face. Okay, so he took out a high main in relatively good spirits. He does have 6 cards, so if he has Unleash the Hounds and a Buzzard, he wins. If he has Unleash the Hounds, he can do pretty well just with that. Yeah, it's going to be difficult for me to win. I mean, my deck has somewhat good burn potential, but not amazing. Does he have Unleash the Hounds to go with that? He does. Oh, he does. So he's got enough of a health total that I won't be able to burn him out easily. I mean, I guess he's at 11 health, really, thanks to this. What is his remaining 3 mana is the question, because if it's anything good, I'm going to be in a lot of trouble. If it's like an explosive trap, I'm utterly screwed. Alright, that doesn't worry me yet. Okay, I might be able to win this. Let's see what I get. Wrathy Weaponsmith. Gotta admit, pretty happy to see this guy, because it gives me damage, which I like to see. So we're gonna hit him, hit him. And, well, this is turning into quite the interesting game, because now the weapon plus the leper gnome will kill him. So he has to have taunt or life gain. NT Killbot probably wins him the game. A good taunt like a Sunwalker might win him the game, I think. I don't think I'll be able to. Yeah, because he can kill 2 of my creatures. And then Sunwalker, I would take all my energy just... No, wait a minute. No, Sunwalker would take all my energy just to get past. I couldn't even get past it, actually. I'd have to hit it with the Leper Gnome, the Weaponsmith, and this. So basically, if he plays a Sunwalker, I need help from my deck to win. And he concedes because he doesn't have an answer. Perfect. Well, that was a little hairy. I made a bad mistake, though. I should have hit him in the face with the Death's Bite earlier, and then played the Azure Drake. Then it would have been at 4 health. Cobra Shot wouldn't have been able to kill it. Then I wouldn't have had the rock-solid answer to high main, but I suspect if he'd been at 14 health and I had a Azure Drake, hitting him down to 10, and then with everything that happened later having happened, I probably would have just burned him out. Because he didn't have any taunt. Like, if he had a Houndmaster to give his taunt to his Hyena or something, or a Defender of Argus, or a Sunwalker, or a Sen'jin even, he would have played that stuff instead of conceding, so he had no taunt. Franchise. Oh, you want franchise with that? It's a Shaman. Early still in the run, so hopefully not a freaking ridiculous Shaman. Gotta make an interesting choice here. I'm not gonna keep that, but I could keep this, which would catch me up on turn 4, and then I could resist the urge to coin into a Raptor. The problem with coining into a Raptor is that I don't necessarily get the chance to play that the following turn. So, okay, we're going to do this. We'll just mulligan 1 card. Instead of fishing for my 1-drops, which I luckily get anyway, that's actually a very lucky draw, I was planning to just play this on turn 2 and maybe coin this on turn 3. Okay, he doesn't have a turn 1 play, which is good. Now, I could actually coin into this and then play this, but I figured this thing is fine to play. I don't care that much if he kills it. Even if he uses Earth Shock against it to rob me of the spare part, I'm fine. Please don't be the 1-1. It's not the 1-1. Excellent. Well, things are looking good. So here I'm actually going to play the Stalker over the Raptor for a couple of reasons. I mentioned I like 3-2s better than 2-3s because they can trade up more easily. But here this survives Forked Lightning, which is a plus, and I can coin into the Weaponsmith, which is a plus. Wow, he has nothing on turn 3. That is quite uncommon. So do I coin into the Weaponsmith just to get a 3-3 out and kill this? I don't really see a point to that. Actually, I think I am going to do that. Yeah, let's do this. Well, the reason I'm doing this is I'm playing around Lightning Storm. Now there's 2 creatures who have a chance of surviving a Lightning Storm. As opposed to if I played this and killed the 1-1 with the 2-3, everything would have died to Lightning Storm. And this uses up all of my mana. If I'd played this guy, then I would have just had no mana left. You know, I could have actually also done one more thing. I could have actually played this to kill his totem. Yeah, well, you live and you learn. So here... I don't want to use Cruel Taskmaster on my own stuff. I don't deal quite enough damage to this. Actually, I do, don't I? Let's actually cash out my spare part. Swap a minion's attack and health. That is actually maybe handy to use the Stalker to kill that off. But I don't really see much point. Yeah, why don't we just do this and then this. So a Lightning Storm is decent here. It'll kill 2 of my creatures, and it has a 50-50 chance of killing the other 2. But it would overload him, and then I could respawn by just playing this and going up a card. So I think I'm doing okay here. Let's save this for later. No Lightning Storm here. Okay, I could slam. I could do this to make it a 4 thing, and then I can't do anything else. So let's see, I could slam that, make it a 3, trade the Raptor in, and then still play a little Exorcist. Or I could play the Azure Drake, which gives me a card, and ignore this and just hit him in the face for, what is this, 5, 8, 10, down to 11 health. Interesting options. If he could clear my board after that, I'd be in a little bit of trouble. Let's just play it safe. Let's just slam... Warbot is cool. Let's kill it, see what other spare part we get now. Return a minion to your hand. That could actually be handy for like either one of these. But we'll play the little Exorcist, just because it's the biggest thing I can play with my mana. Hit him in the face for 7 damage. This guy didn't do anything for 3 turns, and I got a turn 1, a turn 2, and a turn 3, so I managed to draw my way into a pretty good situation. Does he have a fire elemental? Oh, yep, of course he does. So now my main concern is trying to kill him, I think. See, I can hit him for 6, down to 8. He's getting close to dead. I could play this. The problem with that is then I might end up running my stuff into his fire elemental. Okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to hit him in the face. And then I'm going to play this guy. Just to see what the hell happens. It's a problem because I might end up suiciding a lot of stuff against this fire elemental, but if he leaves me with an opportunity to kill him with just my other stuff, I could always time rewind him back to my hand. Oh, he's going to hex it. No, he's going to crackle it. Okay, a risk, 50-50 chance. Alright, that thing is the first time someone's actually lost a 50-50 chance against me. Alright, that triggers and he ends up hitting that guy instead. And he's going to transform it into a... So that's like a way of healing it up. He gets a 9-9. Alright, not bad. Boy, this is getting pretty zany. It's at the end of each turn, not just his turn. Okay. He's going to give it +1 attack. Fair enough. Okay, well, this guy's sort of messing up my mojo, because if I had just played a Drake, I could, like, kill him here. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Let's hang on a minute. Okay, so I could play Time Rewinder to put him back into my hand, and then these guys would hit for 4. Can I deal the rest of the damage? I can't. Unless I give one of them Wind Fury, but we know how that works. Actually, no, Wind Fury wouldn't do it. Let's try to hit him in the face, because if I actually succeed, then I can rewind him back to my hand and kill him off with my other creatures. Is there any other way I could do it? Swap attack and health. I could actually do this to kill the totem. That's a pretty good move, isn't it? No, because if he hits the wrong enemy, I really don't want him to hit the totem. I want him to kill himself off. Okay, so we're going to do this to kill the totem. Then we're going to hit him in the face. Or attempt to. Okay, it triggers. It hits that guy. Crap, that's really probably the worst thing that could have happened. Don't know what the hell to do here. Let's do this and just see what Enhancing Volcano does. Divine Shield wouldn't be bad. Wind Fury, okay, well, if they hit the right target. Oh, my thing died! Oh my god, the double Wind Fury actually wins me the game. Okay, right. Okay, he's pretty pissed about that, but whatever. I could have used one of them to kill this, and this thing would have died. And then I would have hit him in the face and still had a pretty good board. Okay, well, so the Beast, which was my other legendary choice, would have just been better there. It just would have killed the opponent. End of story. I could have also played an Azure Drake, which would have killed him, I think, given how he played things out. Yeah, I just would have hit him to death, and then it would have been easy peasy. Pumpkin cheesy, but that was fun. Not necessary, but fun. I don't think I would rank that guy, Mogre the Ogre, particularly highly. Okay, so what we have here is a Druid and 2 Shield. Always a tough matchup, Druids are. Alright, we have a turn 1 play. I can't keep this, even though it's a great 4-drop. As the first player, I really can't hold on to that, so we're going to have to mulligan that. Get Slam and Deathbite. Alright, not the greatest opening hand. But at least if he uses his coin to kill this guy, I get a spare part. That was pretty cool. I never thought about that before. You can get a spare part that will kill Shaman's Totems. It's pretty handy. Great 5-drop. We're a long way off from turn 5, unfortunately. Let's see what he's going to do. If he plays a 3-toughness minion, I will totally slam it and trade the Gnome in. Because I gotta slow the fort here until I can play this on turn 4. Which means I have to survive turn 2 and do something on turn 3. Well, I got nothing on turn 2. Hit him in the face. Now, if he wants to, he can shapeshift, and then I have nothing on turn 3. So, whereas in the last game I got great top decks, this game I mulliganed and don't really have any top decks to help me. But he might play something on turn... Oh no, that sucks. He's going to do nothing this turn except shapeshift to kill my gnome. Then I have nothing to do on turn 3, and on turn 4 he'll play something, but then I won't be able to slam because I'm going to want to play my own thing. And this thing probably will not kill a 4-drop. And this thing will stop me from playing that. Shoot. Wish this were a Yeti. Definitely wish this were a Yeti. He might be wondering whether to shapeshift or to Wrath. No, he's going to coin out. Okay. Cool. May it be a good 3-drop for me to kill. Torn Warrior. Alright, I'll take it. It gives me something to do. This guy came back. So we're going to get our card. Leper Gnome. Okay, cool. I'll take it. I'll take it and I'll like it. What do I get here? That thing. Alright. So pass the turn. Alright, very lucky he chose to do that. He used his coin for that. Gave me something to do. Yeah, that was great. Let me use my slam to get a card. I think that was extremely helpful. So now he'll shapeshift on his 3rd turn, which is great news for me, because he didn't do anything. Wish this were a Yeti, though. A Yeti would be much better than this thing right now. Okay. Well, here, I don't see much reason to play this, so we'll just play this guy. Because I don't know, I might want to play the Death's Bite instead of this Weaponsmith, depending on what he puts out right now. Alright, he's going to silence it, but I'm okay with that, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty okay with that. I'm actually extremely okay with that. Is he thinking about innervating? Okay, so now this is really, really good, because I can play the Weaponsmith. Swap this thing's attack and health. Kill it. Keep all my health on this guy. I've got a 3, a 2/5, a weapon, a charge creature. I'm looking pretty toasty. 7 cards to 7. I mean, druids, the main problem is if it's one of those druids that has a bunch of big trees, I'm not gonna have an easy time killing them. And he does shapeshift a bit, so he can like heal back up and resist my attempts to burn him out. But I think all in all, with a 3 toughness and a 5 toughness creature on his 5th turn, I'm doing all right. A Druid of the Claw would be really good for him, though, because I can only deal 5 damage with these guys. I need 1 more damage. I have to, like, throw the Wolf Rider and this to kill it. No Druid of the Claw, it seems. Just a swipe. Well, that's a very aggressive swipe, because it doesn't do anything except kill 1 creature, really. So I'm pretty fortunate that he had apparently nothing better to do than that. Mogre the Ogre! Oh, my god. Well, I could draw a card and get spell damage and play this, but I'm tempted to play this guy, because he's just bigger. What is this, 5 power and 7 toughness? 7 power and 6 toughness? Alright, let's spread the level, play the Drake, get a card, see what I have. Okay, Warbot. I'm gonna hang on to this weapon, I think. Actually, you know what? The longer we go, the more likely it is I'm gonna want to play this Death's Bite. So I'm actually gonna hit him in the face, because I really think there's a decent chance I'll play this in a Wolf Rider, for example. And then if I wait for a little bit to play the Acolyte, I can let the Death's Rattle trigger and then hit the Acolyte. Emperor Cobra, I'm pretty happy to see on turn 6. It's not a particularly impressive play. He's going to give it Mark of Nature. Okay, that's a bit more impressive. So now it's a 2/7 with Taunt. I can't ignore it. Alright, I guess I'm going to have to use Death's Bite and a Wolf Rider. Yes, indeed. So, good thing I took a Wolf Rider and not a Korokron Elite, because that sure makes this turn a lot easier. We get past his defenses, hit him in the face. Mogre the Ogre. Again, I really would have rather just had the Beast, which is like the 9/7, and then if it dies, the opponent gets a 3/3, because it just hits harder, and I don't want it screwing up my combat math. Interesting, it's all minions, not all things. So if I attack with my weapon, it'll actually still hit the right target. Alright, so let's think about this. Can I kill him for 8, 10, 11? Oh, wait. This will actually hit for 2. Okay, 4, 8, 10, 12. Not exactly. So I guess what I'm going to do is throw out the Acolyte. I don't think I want to trigger the Enrage on this, so we'll then hit her. Do that to damage all my own stuff, get a card. Okay, and we'll hit him in the face, play that, and pass the turn. So let's see, Starfall would kill these 2, everything else lives, swipe doesn't work, but spell damage Starfall kills everything. He might actually win the game if he plays spell damage Starfall. I could be in trouble, but I'm not going to play around that. It seems like I've got a pretty good shot. Then I'll play this guy, and hope I can hit him in the face with him. He can. Okay, great. Yeah, Mogre the Ogre, very amusing card, but doesn't actually seem to be right, at least for this deck. Alright, well, we got to 4 wins with this deck, and didn't really struggle very much. So I don't know how good the opponents were, how good their decks were, but so far so good. I actually wouldn't necessarily be that angry if I didn't make it to 7 wins, because I'm still not exactly sure how good this deck is. When I drafted it, I was like, oh, this deck doesn't seem that great. But so far, the opponents have all had pretty slow draws, and I've managed to play things pretty quickly. So that's what has made it much easier for me to win. Trey the Rogue is our opponent. Okay, so the Azure Drake's an easy mulligan. I think the Deathbite needs to be mulliganed as well. I think I'll probably keep this in case I get drawn anything better, and I'll keep the Taskmaster. It might end up being a dead card, but I think the potential to kill off a 1 toughness minion is just always worth keeping now that there's some pretty good 1 toughness minions in the game. Alright, well anyway, we got a pretty nice start. I will in fact coin into a Stalker, which can't be messed with. If I'd had a 3-2, I would have actually played that, but my other options were a 2-3 or a 2-2. Well, I wasn't going to really play this. I wouldn't call this an option per se. So since I couldn't really get a 3-2 out here, I might as well just get the one that can't be killed with Backstab. Hanso Meccano arrives a little bit early to the party. I've got a pair of 2-3s, nice quick start. A Rogue could very well kill everything right now, I think. Well, it'd be tough. But if she did Backstab, SI Agent, she could kill most of it. Interesting, she hits that first. What would make her hit that first? Why would you hit that thing first? Oh my god, she's actually not going to kill it. So she had nothing for the first, second, or third turns. And she just smacked the thing with her dagger. This is not what I would expect from a 4-0 opponent. Well, we'll see. I'll just give her a chance. I have been like, oh, that was a mistake, and then the opponent did something the following turn that made it all make sense. But I really have no clue. Oh, I see. She was planning to kill it with the Auto Barber. Okay. So the double Auto Barber play comes along here. Not bad. Okay, we have to think very carefully about what to do here. So I could play the Warsong... Wait, Warsong would be dumb here. I could play this. Wind Fury would be decent. Divine Shield would be really good. Taunt would be pretty bad. I could play the Fiery War Axe. You know what? And just like slam one, not take a card. I could slam this, hit her for 7, plus 3 is 10, down to 9. Yeah, I really shouldn't do that. Okay, let's just clear her board. Yep. So we're gonna slam one, Fiery War Axe the other one, and hit her in the face for 4 damage. So now she can kill my Berserker. True, but you know, she's gonna take 2 damage for that, go down to 13, down to 10. I might be able to just burn her out. She has 6 cards and a weapon. I have 4 cards and a weapon. Alright, she can actually catch back up here. Annoyatron is very annoying. And she gets a bunch of stuff there. Deathbite. Alright, well, let's think about this. I could pop the shield with the Taskmaster, trade them because it would have an attack buff. Well, that's dumb. I could pop the shield with my guy, Fiery War Axe it, Cruel Taskmaster to kill that, and then, yeah, alright, let's do it. So Warsong Commander, Cruel Taskmaster will kill this guy, and get charge. So now, what I can do is that, and that. Now things look a little better. She's got 5 cards to my 4, soon to be 5. My stuff will have charge. This guy could be useful next turn, and Deathbite could be useful next turn. Stampeding Kodo, well, 50-50 flip here. Kills the worst of my 2 minions, so that's good. Lexorcist doesn't really do much for me here. I could play this guy, which doesn't really achieve much. Taunt doesn't do anything. Wind Free doesn't do anything. Divine Shield would be good, but that's the only thing that's good. If I just play this, I can't actually kill the Kodo. Ah, crap, I'm in trouble. Balls. Okay, well, I guess we'll do the little Exorcist then. I'm going to hit her in the face. This is a very risky strategy always to try to burn people out now that Antique Healbot's in the game, but this plus the Enhancer Mechano having charge might actually kill her. We'll see. Shoot, I must have messed up somewhere. Probably that turn where I slammed and used a Fiery War Axe. Salty Dog doesn't really do much of anything. So I'm really lucky she just played a Salty Dog. There were definitely a lot of better things she could have played. Let's see what we have going on here. Mogre the Ogre, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. So if I play him, I could hit her in the face and just wait and see what the hell happens. Or I could play the Death's Bite and kill the Salty Dog. And then I don't do anything else, unfortunately. But okay, the other option, I could actually Death's Bite and just run at her face. Then if she can't get a taunt... Alright, I think honestly at this point, that's just my best bet. Hit her in the face. See if she gets a taunt out. I do have things like Wolf Rider and Kor'kron Elite for more damage if needed. I cannot win if she plays Defender of Argus, but I really feel like if I just hit this Salty Dog, I'd be in trouble. Well, speak of the motherfucking devil. Oh, 2 Defenders of Arguses. So I was going to say, well, at least I could kill the Salty Dog. But I have got no cards for direct damage at all. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. What the hell do you do here? Alright, well, we'll hit that, I guess. Play a Weaponsmith. Play him, because why the hell not? She gets a taunt. Okay. I'm definitely in trouble. I have no direct damage. I have no mortal strikes. She has 2 giant taunts that I can't get past. I can play Mogre the Ogre, and if there's any minions out that I have left alive, then there's a chance they would attack the wrong enemy and hit her in the face, but really that's not going to happen. She's going to clear my board right here, obviously. Shoot. Oh, geez, I could have won this game. There had to have been a way for me to win this game. I'm not even going to cry foul for her having 2 Defenders of Argus. I really could have killed the Salty Dog with the first hit of my weapon, then I would have been in much better shape. Just going to give it another buff. And this thing will actually kill me in a couple of turns. Wow. Death by Salty Dog. No executes in my deck. I can't even attack with my weapon. Okay. Well, let's see what happens, I guess. Bloodsail Raider. Alright, well, we're going to play Mogre the Ogre and Bloodsail Raider. And I don't know. This could be interesting. So if this thing attacks the wrong enemy, it could attack into that. I don't know. There might be some potential way that I would win. Okay, so it attacks the wrong thing. It kills Mogre the Ogre. She still has 8 damage though, so she wins. Shoot. That was dumb. Oh man, that was dumb. I have to have misplayed. There's just no way that should have been a loss. The 2 Goblin Auto Barbers were good, but I feel like I still lost to someone who just smacked a minion with a dagger on turn 2. And then had 2 Auto Barbers, which didn't even hit the minion that she smacked. Yeah, damn. Must have misplayed that somewhere. Well, I got several long-time YouTube fans who always point out my mistakes, so I'm sure there'll be some commentary for that game. And we're going to do one more game. This video will be a little bit longer than usual, but I think it's worth it because this run's going well, and I'd like to see, am I going to beat a mediocre 4-2 or an optimistic 5-1? With a deck that I thought was bad, but that still hasn't really suffered. I mean, it's always won, or like in the last game, I'm sure there was a way for me to have won if I had played somewhat differently. Damn everything. Another Ogre. Ragu, different rogue. The previous one was Trey. We have 2/2 drops. Unfortunately, I'm first, and that's sad. But I will go ahead and keep both of my guys in case I have nothing up for turn 3. Get another 2 drop. Well, this could be handy if she coins into a ringleader, because I can kill the little one and then trade for the big one. That's a very handy thing to be able to do. Alright, Warbot, hey! Man, gotta say, the guy's been popping up at good times. And I can turn him into a 4-2, which against a rogue I might do. Rogues have nothing like a cleave that would make me regret that. Yeah, I'll do that. If she passes the turn here, I will totally turn this into a 4-2 with the Taskmaster and see how it goes. Couldn't be backstabbed. It could be coin. Oh, she could play coin SI agent. Okay, it doesn't have that. She's going to coin into a dagger. Is she going to backstab to kill this thing off? Nope. Okay. Alright, so do I really do this thing? This doesn't seem like the right play at all. I hit her for 4 damage. I have a 4-2 and a 2-2. I could just keep it safe. Just play a raptor. Call it a dippity-doozle day. Alright, we're going to play the raptor. I don't think there's much reason here to go crazy hitting her in the face when I can just play a 3-2, which is a totally normal move to play. So why this and not that? Well, I want to trade up into a 3 thing. Alright, anyway, that goes disastrously bad because she just kills that with this auto barber. Why is it that when other people play the auto barber, it's always good, but for me, it was always junk? So anyway, here... had I played this last turn, it still would have died. I guess I could have played this last turn. That might have been smarter. Anyway, we're going to trade... Oh, man, you know what? Alright, let's go for it. Let's go for it. Everything I have trades with this 3-2. And everything I have dies to this weapon. So let's try to get the extra damage out. Let's hit her in the face. The Exorcist is getting buffed thanks to Leper Gnome. And then she kills the one thing that could have killed the Little Exorcist. Okay, so her Little Exorcist is way better than mine. Man, what's up with me losing to rogues? Jesus, that shouldn't happen. Alright, well, at least we got the Death's Bite, which is a pretty good card. Hit her in the face, hit her in the face. She's going to be at 16, down to 12, but with this stuff, I really don't have any business trying to burn her out. She has 6 cards to my 4, soon to be 5. She could hit the Leper Gnome with the dagger. That's a little bit risky here, going down that low when your opponent's holding a Death's Bite. Some good 5-drops like a Yeti and Ascension might be impeded because they will die to the Death's Bite. Scarlet Crusader will also die to the Death's Bite. Alright, well, I think, is it worth it to damage this to give it +4 attack? I think so, so we're going to give it +4 attack. Hit her in, let's see here, what's the right way to do it? I could run in there and then hit her in the face with the weapon. Right, that makes sense. So we need to do this. And then this. And then this. Okay, she's got 6 cards. She has to kill a 6-2 right now. Backstab will not work. Actually, only 5 mana? Yeah, alright, this is a bit tricky to deal with. Let's see if she comes up with an answer. I guess Eviscerate would do it, clunkily, but it would do it. Stormpike Commando would do it. Any charged creature pretty much would do it. Fan of Knives wouldn't quite do it, nor would Shiv. Let's see what she's got. Recombobulator doesn't do anything. It's just a 3-2 for 2. And SI Agent triggered the combo. Alright, she got it. She got it. And then this thing doesn't even die to cleave. God. Alright, Warsong Commander. I don't think I actually want to play here. What I'm going to do is cleave, armor up, and hit her in the face. So I'm committed to a burn strategy. We're going to wait to get a minion or 2 with Warsong Commander and try to charge at her face for the win. Taunt or Defenders of Argus will ruin my day again. That does not ruin my day. Nor does that. Okay, cool. So she will kill off my 2-3 now. Let's see what I got. Panda. It's a bit awkward. In order to give it charge, I'd have to put this back in my hand, which is actually fine. Oh, that's actually good. I'll do it. So basically, I give it charge. Oh man, I really hope it gets charge. It didn't get charge. Crap. That bug really effed me up. This thing was supposed to have charge, but I forgot that the Battlecry thing was triggered. So anyway, I should have just waited to get another minion, so I could have Warsong Commander, played the minion, and then played the Panda to put the other minion back, so the Panda would still have charge. Now I'm probably gonna lose. Oh, Salty Dog is like last game all over again. So yeah, I don't see how I'm gonna deal 10 damage. I have no Arcanite Reapers here, no Gore Howls, nothing like that. And she's gonna kill me in like 2 turns. Oh, it's bad. That bug really messed me up. Alright, we're gonna slam the dog because I need to get a card. Warsong Commander. Well, only one of the Warsong Commanders would have charge, and then they'd both die. Let's see, is it worth doing to get 2 extra damage out? Our minions would have to die killing them. Nope, gonna hold out. Gonna hold out. If I can play Warsong, and then 1 creature, I could get like 5 damage on. No, I'm fucked. Oh man, losing to rogues, that's embarrassing. Rogue is not a good class, and I lost to 2 of them after going up to 4-0. This game I'm not sure I could have won. I think this game I was just toast. She had a better draw. And she has a Wolf Rider here. I can't deal 10 damage, there's no way. Oh shoot. Okay, well, let's see what we got. We have an Ogre, doesn't matter. And that's that. So, depressing end to a good video, but I did say the deck wasn't that good, and I did say that the first few games didn't really test it. So yeah, we're at 4-2, pretty glum. And hopefully I can maybe win 1 more game and then it'll be a solid run. Alright, thanks for watching everybody. Please like and or subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.